This really comes from somebody who doesn't understand their content well enough or the value that they provide to people. And I don't mean that in like an aggressive way, because I was like this like literally 2 months ago. If you are looking to stream Project A, this video is for you. I used to do a lot of videos talking about streamer mentality. A lot of streamers cannot answer the question, what makes my stream unique? That's a very difficult question to answer. It's a question that I struggled with a lot, and it's not easy to answer. There's a reason that you struggle with it. I kind of wanted to just talk about the way that I see things, and hopefully provide some sort of guidance or enlightenment to anybody who's looking forward to streaming Project A, who is planning to stream the game or wants to blow up with the game. I tried so many different titles to try to grow my stream. I played Civilization, which was a game I probably had the most success on. I played PUBG, I played League of Legends, I've done Twitch Sings, I played Guitar Hero, I played Blackout, Call of Duty Blackout, I played Apex Legends, and I played a lot of different games. And largely, I did not see any success with those games, and there's a reason for that. Later on, I started doing the GK podcast, which was a weekly podcast that we did. We talked about gaming news, and I started doing prepared weekly content. That's what I want to focus on here. It was prepared weekly content. I sat down before the streams, I planned topics, I sent them to my co-star, Godis Gaming, lovely fellow, and then I also got a new guest every single week that I would bring onto the podcast. I would message the guest, and it taught me a lot without realizing it. The amount of work that I was doing this, or what I was putting into doing this, taught me a lot of new things, and I don't even think that I put it together until pretty much yesterday, how much actually this was benefiting me. Around 2 months ago, I started preparing every single stream that I did. Every single one of these streams, I put preparation to beforehand. I started writing specific topics that I wanted to talk about, and what I would do is, you don't need to do it in like the same format that I do, where I do a PowerPoint every single stream, but I would write these specific topics, and I would just casually bring them up on stream, like as if they weren't planned. You know, you don't need to fake it. I wasn't necessarily faking it if you asked me, but like I would bring them up like just really nonchalantly. I'd be like, hey, did you guys see the new patch? And we would just talk about the patch. And you know what I did? I wrote down notes that I wanted to cover on the patch. I could get these discussions to go for around like 10-15 minutes a lot of the times. And what I would do is I would take these conversations then, and I would upload them to YouTube, and they did like really well. Or not really well. They did better than like not doing it. But what I noticed is when I started doing this, chat interaction went way up. A lot of times people will stream to like an audience of 0 people, and there's nobody talking, or maybe they stream to an audience of 5 people and people are just lurking and they're not saying anything. I find that when you do prepared content and you like actually plan things to bring up, you can really focus on the things that will bring out your audience to interact with you, and then that'll really help, because if people come to your stream and they see, oh man, this guy has a community who's like actually talking and like being really cool, they're more likely to stay. I really wanted to touch on this specific thing. This is the whole point of the talk. This is what got me on this. Would you share this with your friend challenge? I wanted to call it an effect, but it's not really an effect. But I think that this is one of the most crucial parts of succeeding as a content creator. If you're looking to stream the game, if you're looking to make YouTube videos, or like just like post tweets even, the idea of would you share this with your friends? If people see your content and they need to share it with somebody, then you are in. You've made it. The point that you've made something that people are like, oh, this is like really interesting, I gotta show this to somebody. Have you ever watched a video, like maybe a donkey video or something, and you're like, I need to tell my best friend Chase about this. I need to go send this to Chase and he's gonna freaking love it. Like the idea that somebody would see your content and need to share it with somebody, that's when you know that you've made something really good, something that's actually of value. When somebody watches your stream, do they feel like that? Basically, you need to ask yourself that. And if they don't, then why not? What can you do to shift it so they might see something and might share it? I don't know if my content is necessarily at the point where people are like, dude, this is so good, I gotta show it to my friends and stuff. But like the fact that at least I'm trying something to like shoot me to that point, makes me feel at least a little bit satisfied. You know, everybody's capable of creating content like this. Nobody's like special. XQC is like, he's a pretty intelligent dude, and like he definitely knows what he's doing. But the idea that like he's just a dude, like, you know, and anybody could be as funny as him. Anybody could create content that is just like good enough where people will want to share it with people. I hate this quote. The people watch me for my personality. This really comes from somebody who doesn't understand their content well enough or the value that they provide to people. And I don't mean that in like an aggressive way, because I was like this like literally 2 months ago. You don't hook people with your personality. You hook them with the value, and then they stay for the personality. People who are watching the stream right now, they'll watch me talk about something like streaming, even though I don't even think half of you stream in chat. But the fact that like, oh, I'm talking about something that's not really relevant to you, but you like me enough to like stick around and like watch that, That's so freaking cool that like you bring somebody in with like the value where it's like, oh, we talk about Project A stuff here, but then you stay for the personality a lot of the times. You'll do this with a lot of different channels. You ever go on vacation and you see somebody who looks exactly like somebody that you know? I wrote down a New York version of Kevin. Like you go to New York and you're from like I don't know, Pennsylvania or something, and you see somebody and you're like, dude, like that guy looks exactly like Kevin. Like he's like the New York version of Kevin. And it's like the idea that people were like, oh, people watch me for my personality. There's thousands of other people on Twitch who have like pretty much the exact same personality as you, unless you're like incredibly over the top, like XQC like or Dr. Disrespect like personality, even though he's literally playing a character. It's just not enough. It's not enough for people to just watch you for your personality. What value are you bringing to people? And like that's the hardest question to answer. What can you do that nobody else can do? What value are you going to provide to people on Valorant's release? That's the question I have for streamers, basically. The question that you need to answer before you go into this. I don't think being the best player is the smartest niche for people to follow. Lots of people want to be the best. If you want to be the best for like your own purpose, go for it. But like just in like the sense of a lot of people are like, I want to be a top tier streamer, so I'm going to get really good at the game. And it's like, okay, well, do you want to go pro? And they're like, no, I just kind of want to stream. Or like people who are like, I want to be a YouTuber, so I'm going to but I also want to be a pro player. And both of those things in themselves are full-time jobs. It's really hard to pick between the two. I spend so much time actually planning my content. I don't think I could go pro at the same time. Like I hardly have time to work a job while I'm doing this. Basically, what are you known for? Are you going to be like the one trick guy? I think that you could one trick. You can be a really good one trick. People do that all the time. Are you going to be like the map guy? Are you going to be the economy guy? Are you going to be the replay guy? Or are you going to be the PowerPoint guy? I don't know. You could shoot for any of those things. I got the PowerPoint guy covered. I'll fight you on it. But what are you going to do better than anybody else? Let me know in the comments below if you're watching this. It's a big question. If you plan to stream the game, what sets you apart? I'm a casual player. I can't focus on gameplay. That's just not something that I want to prioritize. I think it would take me a lot more time, and I don't think it's like worth the time that it would take to put in. It is possible for people to become the best one tricks though, or you can be. It's possible for you to become the best player. I wouldn't recommend trying. It's going to be very freaking difficult. But like the best one tricks. You ever see the one tricks who literally name themselves after characters? Like people like Yasuo. I don't even know if he's a Yasuo one trick. I'm pretty sure he is. But people who name themselves Yasuo, or when like the new game comes out, imagine just picking one of those characters, like naming your account like I don't know, blank or Knife Lady Valorant, and then just like playing the game and just playing Knife Lady and becoming really freaking good as her. And then people will be like, oh yeah, he's the guy who plays Knife Lady. You could totally do that. You like absolutely. I don't know if this is 100% works, but you do see a lot of channels like that where they're just one tricks, and that's what they call themselves. I have a friend who is named I play too much Gragas, and he was like a Gragas one trick. Like that was his niche, and that was really cool to watch. He was a really cool dude, like in himself. But that was like something that he did. He also did live raps, like freestyle raps, which was like so incredible. But if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and join the Discord. You can hang out with all the people that you see in chat. They're all freaking dope. Aside from that, PowerPoint guy, dunna. A new superhero coming near you. I'll put on a cape. Your boy Arnold's redeeming his shout out on the YouTube video. Can we get a shout out for your boy Arnold? Dude, if you ever forget ideas, or if you're like in an idea based field, write stuff down. Keep a notepad next to you and write literally everything down. I have a book for it. I would forget so many things. You know how many times I've like been laying in bed and I'm like, oh, I got a good idea, and then I'll be like, oh, I'll remember it in the morning, and then you don't. It's the worst. You wake up in the morning, it's just like, dude, what was the idea? I lost it. I had such a good idea and it's just gone. Especially when I'm so starved for ideas a lot of the times on this Project A stuff, and it's just like, we need more info, dude. I need more things to talk about. So whenever I come up with an idea, that thing's like golden. It's like I need that in my head.